We strive to achieve efficiency. The same is the case with the crystal lattice. Do you know which technique of packing leads to the lattice which has the highest packing efficiency? Closed packed structures and packing efficiency. Quite a tongue twister, isn't it? But the face-centered cubic FCC lattice is nothing very complicated. It is a simple way of stacking spheres in the densest and the most efficient manner in 3 dimensions. It is the grocer's method of neatly piling up oranges and apples that you end up admiring very often, and also the most efficient way of piling up cannonballs in a battlefield. But have you ever wondered who came up with this brilliant idea first? It was Sir Thomas Harriot, a renowned mathematician who was the first one to stack these cannonballs in this intelligent way as early as the 16th century, and who predicted that atoms in crystalline solids were also arranged in the same efficient manner. Let us try to build the FCC lattice of silver starting from a single silver atom. Arrange many such atoms in a single row. Now, make the next row of atoms such that they fit into the depressions of the first row. Go on making the subsequent third and fourth rows of atoms in a similar staggered manner. This layer of spheres is designated as layer A. Each sphere in this layer is in contact with 6 other spheres. If we join the centers of these 6 spheres, a hexagon is formed. Thus, this arrangement is called the hexagonal closed packing in 2 dimensions. This arrangement of atoms results in some empty spaces or voids, which are triangular in shape. Let us label these voids pointing downwards as X and the ones pointing upwards as Y. Now, place the second layer of atoms on layer A such that the atoms in this layer occupy the X voids. Let us call this layer B. For every 3 spheres of layer A, there is a corresponding sphere of layer B placed above these 3 spheres. This forms a tetrahedron, and this void is thus called the tetrahedral void. Layer B also has X voids and Y voids. Now notice that the Y voids of layer A coincide with the X voids of layer B. Let us consider a group of atoms surrounding the X voids of layer B and those surrounding the Y voids of layer A. You can visualize 2 triangles, one having an apex pointing upwards and the other pointing downwards. The void so formed is an octahedral shape. Such a void surrounded by 6 spheres is called an octahedral void. Now, place